world of tank blitzers, it's a Littlefinger. Yes, we're going to do a review here on the KV-220 beta test. Have not been able to review this tank until now, and it is a tank that I do get quite a few requests on, although I don't think I've ever seen it for sale on the NA server, so I'm not sure if that many people even have this tank, but it is certainly a fun tank indeed. Very much similar to the KV-1, but with a lot more armor. We'll get to that in a second. Tank always sits in the top as far as win rate goes. I think it's number 8 right now on blitzstars.com at 63%. So let me just run through my setup on it, and then we will take a look at the armor and obviously have a few games in it. Consumables, we're running repair kit, multi-purpose, adrenaline, provisions. We only get 2 to choose, so we get condensed milk and standard fuel. Ammunition, what the heck? Yeah, so we're just running it straight down the line there. That's way more ammo than we will ever need. And then as far as equipment goes, calibrated shells. The pen on this is not great, so we do need that additional pen. We've got defense system improved optics, enhanced gun lane drive, the aim time. Look at that! Wow, 4.9 brings it down to 4.8 brings it down to 4.3. Enhanced armor. Like I said, we got great armor. Let's make it 4% better. Engine accelerator, refined gun. The tank is pretty slow. We're not shooting too much on the move, so we're going to go with refined gun. And the toolbox. Alright guys, here's blitzstars.com. We've got the KV-1 and the T1 here. And straight off the bat, you'll see we're right in the middle here with 1377 DPM. Pen is pretty low, which is why we run the calibrated shells. Aim time, right in line here with the T1, but dispersion, whew, it's up there, 0.414. 8 degrees of gun depression, not too bad. Speed is a little bit slower than the KV-1. We've got 20 degrees on the turret traverse. That's actually the tank traverse, not turret traverse. And we're the most important parts here, 147 on the credit coefficient. We've got 800 hit points versus 680 on these others, so you've got some really great armor and even more hit points, making this tank really difficult, obviously, to pen, which is why it's got a 63.5% win rate. Very few people playing it, but look at the hull, 100 on the sides and 80 on the rear. Typically where you're going to get penned on this tank is the turret, sides, and back at 75. But if you're up tier, wow, this is a tough tank indeed. Alright, so here's armor specter on this tank, and I just want to show you real quick. 107 effective armor on the lower plate there, 112 on the front, and this is getting shot by the KV-1. 77, this is the weak spot, but look how narrow that is. That's difficult to hit. So what you're going to want to do in this tank is, yes, just over rotate it, get that gun barrel out over that front drive wheel, and just look at all that red. If you're moving back and forth, this is extremely difficult to hit, making this just a wonderful tank out on the battlefield. Alright guys, here's our first battle on Yukon. You can see we are top tier. A map that I still have not quite figured out, to be honest with you. Oftentimes I find myself circled and getting shot from the sides. But we're going to kind of start slow here and watch our mini-map and just keep an eye on the rest of our team and let the game unfold. You can see here. Yeah, speed is not your friend in this tank. Obviously, the armor is. Uphill here at 17 kilometers per hour. Staying close to hard cover in case, you do get circled. But lower tier tanks, they're going to struggle mightily against this tank. And right there is about how you want to angle this tank. Just like that, to anybody that might have been coming from my left. We've got 3 pulled up here. And I'm thinking, you know, maybe this Wolverine, it's a TD, he can pen me no problem. Let's test this theory out. Nope, nice try. Reload. Take a shot on him, and why not? We've got a rock here, but do we even really need it? We're in a KV-220. Nope, yep, that's what I thought. He tracked us, and so we're gonna finish this guy's poor game, and look at that. Didn't take any damage whatsoever. So, push on, right? If that's the way this game's gonna be. Alright, who's our next victim gonna be? Electo? Yeah, good night, and goodbye. Alright, STRV. Nice try on the pen there. He's just gonna say, I'm out of here, guys. That's a lot of red. Scared of the red. Alright, so he's taken out. Alright, we now got a PZ54 on us here. Not too bad as far as the aim goes. The dispersion is really what's the weak point on this tank. Putting our second shot in there. And as you can see, it is now 4-on-2. And my teammate is to my left. So now 3-on-2. Tanks are going to start bouncing us from all over. We do take a pen there from the Crusader. So trying to angle up on these two guys when I realize that that Matilda is right in front of us. So not sure how to angle this. And it turns out that the Matilda here is the tank we want to worry about as he starts to pen us. Here comes the DW. And we're still blocking shots. We're up to 1,300 blocked already. Not really great on the angling here, but I'm really worried about the Matilda. And as you can see, the Crusader has left the fight. And that is a bad shot. I was dealing with a little bit of packet loss there, and I really should have just aimed that one better because Crusader is now on my left. So I have to turn turret and finish him off. 2-on-2. Teammate taken out. Just need to get this Matilda out of the game, but we can't finish him off. So we end up losing the game there, but 2,400 damage, you know, being in the middle of the map, level 1, 62,000 credits for a tier 5. Yeah, 4 times our next highest. 18 shots taken there. We received a lot of shots. Non-penetrating hits received 11. That's just hilarious. So it's actually a fairly mobile tank that takes a lot of beating and is actually quite mobile for the amount of armor that it has. So here we are on Black Goldville as top tier again. So it's just a fun tank, and I really wish I knew if this tank was coming to stores or crates or something, because obviously KV-1 is the tank that, I don't know about you guys, but it's the tank I grew up on. You know, when I first started playing Blitz, look at this team. The meta on this map has absolutely changed, and everyone now is dead set on going into town. But back to my point, when I first started the game, it was +2, -2 on matchmaking, and you know, it was very, very difficult. Say grinding a tier 8 and you're playing tier 10s. So I really gravitated to the KV-1, which is why it's one of my highest played tanks. I mean, I only have 500 and something battles in it, but it helped me, I guess, get through that period of the +2, -2, and I don't know. So it's kind of a nostalgia for me in this tank, as we're finding ourselves in a whole world of trouble here, having just driven through the middle of the map. But that's what you can do with a tank like this that has such amazing armor, but has the ability to turn, you know, unlike an AT-8 or something that you know, is slow. Yeah, it's got great armor, but you know, you just struggle in it because it doesn't have the flexibility of a tank like this. So obviously they all went up to the caves, and we drove straight through the middle here. So, you know, about this tank, I think it does remind me so much of the KV-1 and my time that I enjoyed playing that tank, and it would be really great to have this tank in my garage. So, I'm not sure if or when this will come to stores, but I just wanted to test drive this and, you know, just experience for myself. As we have already bounced 700 worth of damage, and yeah, that poor tier 4, that's not gonna work. I mean, you can just literally drive at just about anyone knowing that they're gonna have difficulty penning you if you've got your angles right. This guy's not even paying us any attention. Come on, let's get around the corner here. Yep. As I suspected, that's another bounce. This is just not fair, really. Now, I did lose a few games in this, just getting overly confident in the armor. So just beware of that. You know, it's not impenetrable. It's not overly OP. It is OP, though. As we have another KV-220 on the enemy reds that we've just now spotted up. 650 hit points left. He's got more health than I do, so let's go ahead and take care of the two lower health tanks here. Alright, they have been taken out, and so you watch our guys struggle with him. I don't know, it was hard to see there, but that was a lot of red underneath those tracks. Leopard trying to circle him, shooting and not doing any damage. So I was hoping here to come up behind him. Leopard is now taken out, and let's see what this armor looks like. Alright, so there from the sides, not a problem with APCR, but as soon as he turns, yep. So he's got a better position to angle than I do at the moment. I'm struggling with gun depression, so we're going to work this for a little bit. And he is worried about me, and rightly so. As that's a shot just went a little bit lower than I wanted it to. I was hoping here he'd show me the side of his tank. Alright, so we've got a teammate, and the AMX-40 is going to start shooting here. But he is seeing a lot of red, I am sure. Okay, we've baited a shot. We've got time here. Can we get one? Yep, into the turret. Like I said, it's a very small target, but it is his weakest spot. Okay, he's got me down potentially as a one-shot. You can see he is paying no attention to that AMX-40. So how are we going to attack him and get this penned? Come on, AMX, I've got faith in you. Oh, come on. Someone's got to make a mistake here. Maybe if I take him on the same side as the AMX. He got tracked and turned a little bit, and it threw off my aim. Show me your side. Show me your side. 6 hit points. Can we do it? Can we do it? Yes! We reloaded faster than he did. So there you have it. The KV-220 versus the KV-220. Pretty exciting stuff. Steel wall, of course. 1702, 4 kills, and 51k. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up my review of the KV-220. If there's any tanks you want to see me do, please leave a comment down below. And don't forget, have fun out there. Stay safe, get educated, not fingered. Littlefinger out.